Supervision is not well understood. In fact, we did a study looking at dog owners' attitudes about safety practices with dogs and children. And dog owners in general were lacking knowledge about what kinds of things dogs and children do that can be a risk. For example, they might go out of the room and prepare lunch while the child is alone with the dog maybe 10 or 20 feet away, and that's not active supervision. So if that's one message we could get across, I think it would prevent a lot of bites. In one of the studies that we did, over 2/3 of children who were presented for dog bites by familiar dogs were bitten when the parent or grandparent was in the room. So that's, I think, one of the critical ones. Another important message is that, unfortunately, there's some breed bias, and so people might be less careful with some kinds of dogs that are considered to be good family dogs. That's the stereotype. We saw Labrador Retrievers, Golden Retrievers, English Springer Spaniels, German Shepherd dogs, basically the breeds that were popular in that area at the time. And I think that that would be another important message, that even just because you happen to have a dog that's considered to be a great family pet doesn't mean that it would be safe for a toddler to crawl up to that dog and give him a hug while he's sleeping. Then I think the third important message would be that what's provocative to a dog is not necessarily what we consider to be provocative. That's true universally, that people think that when a child provokes, it would really be a matter of poking or hitting or pulling the dog's hair or riding on the dog, none of which is recommended. But in fact, children are bitten by familiar dogs most often for either resource guarding, that would be guarding food or toys. Their owner is also considered a resource. So if a small child runs up to an owner and the dog is lying near the adult, the dog might bite the child, and that's considered to be resource guarding. So that's a provocation, and then touching, reaching, hugging and kissing, face-to-face contact, and disturbing dogs when they're lying down, whether they're awake or asleep. All of those things are considered provocative, and most people would not guess that.